Hi, my name is DDupriest, and I will be giving you this presentation on social media marketing and e-commerce. By the end of this presentation, you should be able to define and explain social media and e-commerce, identify the importance of social media and e-commerce, understand the platforms and the basic language of each, know how to design and implement strategies for social media marketing and e-commerce business, and understand the current state of the internet and identify the trends that consumers are using to conduct product research and purchases. During this lecture, we will be going over social media, what it is, why it's important, how it's being used, why it's an important tool for business, benefits of social media, current state of the internet. We will also cover e-commerce and what it is and why it's important, and the effect of e-commerce on chain retail, and also how the internet has changed businesses and where we are going from here. Social media has a vast array of platforms or different names. It's used in different ways, and people communicate ideas through these websites and applications. They also can share events and information such as pictures, videos, and literature called posts. There are roughly 2.5 billion social media users throughout the world, and there's many different platforms, but some of the main ones are Facebook with roughly 2.16 billion users, YouTube with 1.5 billion, Instagram with 800 million users, and Twitter 330 million users, and Snapchat with 255 million users. While this is not an exhaustive list, these are some of the biggest ones. Each platform of social media has its own special language, so to speak, that people use when they are posting on these platforms. Facebook, you can use things like videos. They have live videos, articles, and other curated content. You can also post pictures. YouTube is strictly a video website, and these videos contain any number of topics, from music to tutorials to lectures and other forms of information. Instagram is more about high quality photos, quotes, and stories. Twitter is mostly news headlines, blogs, and GIFs, which GIFs are looping clips of a snippet of video. Snapchat is real-time photos and short videos. Social media has become a widely used platform for business marketing, and businesses can use social media outlets to connect with current and potential clients and customers in real time. They can inform the public of any types of specials they're running or any other business goings on and interests. They can use creative processes to entertain and draw in followers, and they can stay up to date and share input on current events. So why would a business want to use social media to market? Well, I believe that social media is a slang term for the current state of the internet. That's more along the lines of what's going on right now with the internet. And I think that when you consider the amount of reach and the sheer magnitude of people that social media can reach throughout the world, and I think technology and communication has put businesses in direct contact with their customers instead of using commercials and newspaper ads and magazine ads. And it's also very easy and it's efficient for a company to use social media to market their business. Social media has become increasingly important because it's the evolving technology that we're seeing in today's culture. Most consumers would prefer to be on social media or the internet as opposed to sitting around watching TV or reading a magazine. And it's very efficient for them to do so. And also, people want the information at their fingertips. They want to be able to log in and see what they want to see right then without having to wait for it. Social media marketing can be designed in a variety of ways. It's very flexible. It allows businesses to define their target market, the interests and patterns of their consumers, and use the ideas of mediums that would grab the user's attention and pull them in. Then they can determine when and how much to post, at what time frames, and control the interactions and the reach they have. It also allows them to be creative with their mind in it. There are many benefits to social media for marketing. It allows you instant communication. It keeps you in the real-time news and information. It allows you to reach magnitudes of people. It's very inexpensive. Facebook ads, for example, are very cheap per person that views them. And it's also easy to design and maintain. The current state of the internet is a term that has been coined for what's going on right now with the internet. And I believe social media is also the slang for the current state of the internet. Because social media is replacing the traditional advertising, such as commercials and magazines and flyers and billboards. And just like e-commerce is replacing brick and mortar businesses. And because of that, the businesses are suffering. Take Toys R Us shutting down, or Macy's taking a big hit, or JCPenney closing all these stores. Currently, customers are buying from businesses that use social media marketing and e-commerce because it's somebody that they can see. They have a presence on the internet, and people love to buy from people they know, like, and trust. I think the future trends that we'll see is social media will continue to be a contender, but next we'll have the voice, such as the Alexa, Amazon, or the Google Home. And I think we'll also see VR come into play in the future. E-commerce is becoming a huge deal because of the convenience that it offers people to shop from home. And e-commerce can be conducted on social media outlets or websites. And e-commerce businesses are replacing brick and mortar. And it's also allowing the ease of creating new businesses. If we look at the current trends in big box retail and major chain stores, you can see how they're starting to shut down stores all over the country, and they're starting to close completely even. You know, it boils down to them not being able to keep up with emerging trends. And when consumers get a hold of something like social media or e-commerce, and it causes making transactions to be easier for them, that's what they're going to choose more of. I think we're coming to the ending of an era. You know, business is changing rapidly. There's a revolution in business and advertising. And if businesses can evolve and connect with customers online, then they will no longer be relevant in the long term. This concludes my presentation. Thank you.